Hello everyone. Happy Saturday. It's a new week of vlogs and we've already had too much excitement this morning. So I got up, did all my weigh-ins and everything for Thin Lizzie, and then went to let the dogs out. Insert 90s song here. Let the dogs out. Everything's fine. They're running around. Everything's normal. And then Colby runs to the fence on the left side of our house. All of a sudden I see him pounce, and then I see a large black garden snake try to scale the fence to get away from him. I start yelling at Colby, having flashbacks of his snake bite of last year and all the surgery and the treatment that he had to go through. I see the snake try to bite Colby. Colby jumps. I don't think it got him. Colby didn't yelp or anything, so I think he missed the combination of him striking and Colby jumping. I think Colby dodged it. But in that chaos, the snake was able to get away, ran under the fence. Well, he didn't run, he's a snake. He slithered under the fence to our neighbor's yard in safety. And Colby came over to me. I can't see anywhere that he got struck, but yeah, no lessons learned from that dog. Zero lessons learned about snakes. So now I'm gonna go start enjoying the Saturday and try to have my blood pressure come back down after that moment and kick off this weekend. Yep. Auntie M! We've got a squall line coming through. It doesn't look nearly as dark in the camera as it does in real life, but it just knocked our Google camera off. Oh, she coming. Yeah, it got dark. It's like 5:30 right now. All of a sudden, she coming. Which is kind of bad timing because we just ordered pizza. So Mike's about to leave to go get the pizza. And it's a gustin'. We actually thought we were gonna go to Apollo Beach tonight and go to the Apollo Beach Preserve. And when I looked at the weather forecast at first, it looked like this wasn't coming through until like 7 p.m. So I was like, oh, we can make it. We can go early, go check out the preserve, then pick up pizza. It's here sooner. So we kind of realized, we looked at the weather, we're like, oh no, it's coming way too soon. Well, Nick's.
Still so short?
What?
So your car's still short?
I don't know. I mean, well, we ordered pizza. We'll see.
Well, I can place another order for another pie.
All right.
Something changed their mind. That's
right.
what I'm thinking.
Well, no. I mean, they haven't messaged. I'm sure they're just.
Okay.
They're gonna.
All
They
right.
made the decision. They're going for it now. Okay, bye. Love you. So Mike's going to get the pizza. I'm sticking with the dogs. We obviously nixed Apollo Beach for today. We will try that maybe Monday. We wanted to go tonight, but it's supposed to be storming again tomorrow. If it's nice tomorrow evening, we'll try tomorrow. But he was asking because my parents went up to Lake City today to see one of my dad's family members who was visiting from Finland. Went to see him today. They're driving back and they were almost to us when this was coming. So I offered to let them stay here tonight so they wouldn't have to drive through this. And my mom's like, no, we're just gonna go. I was like, well, we're about to order pizza. If you wanna come over, we're gonna have pizza. And she said, no, we're driving home. He was like, are they gonna change their minds? Because if so, we only ordered one pizza. But I think they've committed to driving past us at this point. They're already past us. So they're on their way back to Arcadia. It's a little crazy here. Can you hear the wind? The rain has started. We definitely did not need to be at the beach. I shouldn't say a beach. It's a preserve because Apollo Beach is on the bay, so it's not actually a beach. Our poor little maple tree. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when you live on the coast. You get squall lines that come through. And it actually hasn't made it to us yet. This is just the start of the squall line. Let's calm that down because my poor little maple tree is getting its butt kicked. Trying yet another new place today. Let us see the reveal. Ooh, yeah, that looks good. We got half cheese, half olive and garlic. We normally just do garlic, but I love black olives and Mike was actually feeling it today, so I wasn't gonna say no. That looks good. So hello everyone, happy Sunday. It is another rainy, stormy, gloomy day here. We had the storms go through last night and then it was pretty calm. but now we have another big storm rolling in, so some April showers. So it looks dark in here, but it's 11:30. Kind of a dark and gloomy day, little bean. We have no plans today because we knew this was coming. We knew it was gonna be a stormy day, and it's almost here. So we're just gonna be chilling inside. Sorry, Bear, you'll understand. You don't like getting your paws wet, so you'll understand soon. It's gonna be raining. We just had our first thunder. So, not too much planned today. I'm gonna make some dinner later. I'm gonna make our meal plan for the week. I need to do my planner for the week. And the rain is here. Round one. Oh, I love that sound though. The sound of rain, and I love being back in Florida where I'm not afraid of the rain. If you've been following my sagas in Texas. Texas floods a lot. There's a lot of flooding in Houston. I shouldn't say Texas, the state. It's a huge state. There's a lot of flooding in Houston. Can you guys hear the rain? Hopefully the mic on the camera is picking that up. It's so nice and relaxing. I love a good rainy day. So I am going to do my planner and listen to the beautiful sounds of the rain. It's pretty dark in here right now, but I found a half-used pack and I felt like it was a good match for April. So that is what I'm using today. So here is the planner for the week. The only thing I haven't done yet is plan out meals. I'm gonna take my laptop into the living room and do some Pinterest hunting for keto recipes while I am watching TV. That is what it looks like so far. I used up all the stickers that I had left from that pack and made it work for the week. So that's gonna be my goal for a bit here, is to kind of clear out some of the old packs of stickers I have. I have a lot of half-used packs. So I'm gonna do that for a bit and clear them out. I think it turned out cute. And that's all I have so far. I kind of put work stuff in as it comes along. So that is all my non-work stuff, and then my work stuff will come once I start actual work. I don't like to think about work on Sundays. Colby's hoarding all his toys, his pillows. But for the record, this is not how I made the bed. But it's storming, and a certain someone decided that he wasn't going to be denied. Let's see. Oh, there's the booty. Oh, hello. I'm here. You want to come snuggle with me instead? So I can remake the bed again? You want to come snuggle with me? Come on. There you go. I'll be right there, Bean. So tonight for dinner, I am making this keto zuppa toscana soup. It uses radishes instead of potatoes, so we're gonna give it a go and see what we think. It is done. We're gonna find out if I like radishes in this form. We shall see. So the verdict, the radishes, surprisingly quite good. Texture-wise, not the same as potato, but if you blindfolded me, I would not have known that wasn't a potato. So thumbs up to that. It was quite good. I will link the recipe down below. Another keto win. So hello everyone, happy Monday. I just finished at the grocery store, but figured I'd say hello while I'm not at home. So you see a scenery change. We're gonna have some other scenery changes later in the week because there's gonna be some adventures later this week. But I'm out and about, got some groceries, heading home, and we're gonna make some fun dinner tonight. It's still keto dinner, but it's gonna be something a little fun, I think. I think it's gonna be tasty. So I got some groceries for it. let's head home and do a little work and then make tonight's diner food dinner. Like I said, we are having diner food tonight. So we're having tuna melts in little bell peppers. So I've got Dijon mustard, mayo, onion powder and garlic salt in with my tuna. I'm gonna mix all this together. We're also gonna make some fried pickles that are keto friendly. So in this bowl, I've got an egg and 2 tablespoons of heavy cream. Here I've got a cup of pork rinds. I buy these already pre-ground up from Amazon with some cayenne and some garlic powder. Now we've got our pickles. We're gonna put this all together and then they're going in the air fryer. Air fryer is preheating. We'll see how this goes. Let's do the reveal. Ooh, those look good. Excited for those. And there's our little tuna melt peppers. Oh, this looks fun. So there is our diner food. Our little tuna melt peppers and fried pickles. This plate, 7 carbs. About 500 calories, 7 carbs. Recipe review time. Those are both very good. The fried pickles, excellent. Wouldn't change a thing. 2 thumbs up. The bell pepper tuna melts, also good. I would just change up the ratio of Dijon to mayo. It was a very strong Dijon flavor. So if you like Dijon, very good. But I think it needed less Dijon. It was 3 tablespoons of Dijon and 2 tablespoons of mayo. I think I would start with 1 tablespoon of Dijon and then taste from there next time. Tasted fine when I tasted it by itself, but once it cooked, it just was a lot of Dijon. So that's my only note on that one. But otherwise, very good. We have some leftovers of the peppers for tomorrow's lunch. Yum! Colby was using the binky as a pillow and Ash just started ripping it out from him. I'm like, no, that is my binky. Oh, poor bear. Give him a new blanket. Give him a new blanket. Give him a pillow. It's Ash. I was like, hey, that's mine. And just literally ripped it out from under his head.
Let it never be said that I don't love you.
Oh, poor bear.
Poor dog.
Poor dog. Everything was fine until Dad walked in and Ash is like, hey, you're using my binky as a pillow.
That's mine.
That's mine. Just ripped it out from under his head. Brothers, am I right? Aww. Look at these brothers. That's precious. Oh my gosh, I love them. So sweet. So hello everyone, happy Tuesday. I just started editing Thin Lizzie and I realized I left a clip out of the weekly vlog. I didn't show you guys that our sofa arrived. I told you it was coming. And then the clip of the sofa arriving was like in between 2 parts of Thin Lizzie and I completely didn't include it. So here's that clip. Our sofa arrived. We have the full sofa now, which you probably noticed in the footage and we're like, why didn't she say anything? I did, I just forgot to put it in the video. So here's that. Sure enough, before I could even start the workout, it arrived. It is complete. Foster's very excited about it. It is complete. Our sofa, 6 months later, finally all here. It's a miracle. It is very cozy. It fully reclines. And then when you sit here, you get this nice view. Look at that. Look how nice. Colby's like, that's great, Mom. You get that toy, Fachi. You get him. Well, it is Taco Tuesday. Mike just had a flashlight for a second, so now these two are chasing. Oh my gosh, stop it. Ash tried to bite it. Oh my goodness. It's Taco Tuesday. So we've got our taco meat and our fixins. And then we're gonna try out the Aldi low carb tortillas to start and see how we feel about them. And my borky little dog. Today's lunch, I've got a little pastrami lettuce wrap, some cheese, some pickled asparagus, and my sweet sugar-free pickle. Excuse me, no paws on the counter. It's not allowed. Thank you. Thank you for hovering.
I'm in compliance.
What a good boy. Aww. Gotta give him all the snuggles because you're not gonna be here for a few days. Oh, that feels good, Dad. Thank you. Thank you, Dad. Time for lunch. Oh, and now they're gonna wrestle. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. Look how long my hair is now. Look at that. The last time I got a haircut, I did the thing where it's angled down, so the front is longer than the back still. But look at that piece. Don't worry, it's only like this for a little bit longer and I'm chopping it off this summer. I have already talked to the hairstylist I used to go to in Orlando, back when I lived in Orlando, and I was like, I'm coming to visit you. You're gonna chop off my pandemic hair. So it's only gonna be like this for a little while longer, and once I'm vaccinated, I'm going to chop off all this stuff down here. We're going back to short because I miss my short hair. So this was a fun little adventure, but I just like my short hair better. So anyway, that's not why I picked up the camera. I picked up the camera because work is done. It's 5 p.m. I'm gonna go start some prep for dinner, making dinner tonight. I'm gonna play some Destiny, and then I'm gonna actually make dinner. And it's gonna be a keto chicken pot pie. Pretty stoked for it. There she is. Hello. Come on, come on, come on. Yay! Again. Whee! It's so much fun. I love it. Just be like right here, just waiting for people. Welcome to the tower. Free airplane rides. Oh, someone else is gonna take me up on it. Come on, yeah!
She's amazing.
Yep, whee! My turn. Whee! Yes, yes, yeah. Oh, oh, he stopped. I thought he was coming back. Oh, yeah! She's running away. I am the chosen one. Come on, Slippington. You can do it. There you go. There you go, Slippington. Oh! Wow. So what'd you do for Destiny Day? Oh, we just sat in the tower and tried to get people to airplane with us. That's it. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh. Yeah! Alright, well, I feel like you should just end on that note. We both got someone. Okay, yeah. Whee! Get ready for this intro with just the two of us. Oh, I think it'll be fine. Look at us. Look at us. Yeah. With our matching shotguns. Oh my god, look at that. First try. Didn't die. Yeah. Who is she? Best of luck. Oh, he's coming to me. I know, twice in a row I haven't died. He came to my side, so I ran. Oh, he's coming back to my side again. Oh no. I am on fire. Oh no, this... Yeah. Oh no. Alright, my death-free time was short-lived.
That thing was a guardian.
Mm-hmm.
Way too late.
We both did it at the same time.
Take the rifle.
He's like, I'm already flying, guys. I'm already flying.
Better.
So tonight I am making this keto chicken pot pie. I already did the prep work earlier, so I will go ahead and insert that footage in now. Out of the oven. I think this is gonna be a good one. And there it is. It smells so good. I am very excited for this one. That one was so good. Highly recommend it. I will link the recipe down below. 2 thumbs up. Even if you weren't doing keto, I think that one's delicious. You could add in other vegetables. You could add in your carrots and corn and your other vegetables that you can put in that aren't keto. You could put those in. Delicious. Very, very, very good. So 100% making that one again. This is the same website that had the Tuna Melts, the same website that had the cashew chicken last week. So really loving this website. Check it out down below. Don't know who it is, just found her on Pinterest, and now I'm gonna make all of her recipes because they're delicious. So win. Look at these boys. So cute. Hello from Arcadia. It is time for an updated mom's garden tour. We're wearing masks because this one caught a cold.
That's a cold.
So she's giving me the garden tour though. So let's... Oh yeah, lots of tomatoes. Look at those. Very nice. We got some turning orange over here.
Yeah, we've eaten quite a few off that one.
Nice.
These are just starting to get...
Very nice. Hello, butterfly. I love those caladiums. They look like little watermelons.
Well, they do.
I love it.
This one's in the shade more.
Yeah, I like those a lot.
That's not Ginger Man.
Yeah, those are very pretty too. Like I said, I've never met a caladium I don't like. I love all of them, but
It's like they each have their own little...
yeah, I just think they're all beautiful. I just love them. Very pretty.
Grow similarly.
Beautiful little cactus. Go. We didn't want to focus on the flower. There's that one. Beautiful. We've got this one back here. Super pretty. And then my personal favorite, I love those. So pretty. Yep, that one's also beautiful.
But I've had those plants probably 20 or more years.
Wow.
Those bulbs.
They're huge. Look at them.
And I repotted it this year.
My hand for reference.
You're like,
Yeah, they're huge. The Darth Vader orchids still going. Also really pretty. I like those a lot.
yeah.
I'm back home. Everybody's bringing me toys. Hi. Ash, were they good boys? Give me the report. I left you in charge. Everything looks good. Everything looks like how I left it. You tell me. You tell me if anything bad happened, right? You would tell me. Were you good boys? Yeah, were you good boys? Everything looks good to me. I think you were good boys. Yeah, that's my baby. You're really the only one I question on whether or not they're gonna be good. I know the other two are good. You were a terror sometimes. Yeah. Good boys. Good boys. Yeah. What? They're still excited I'm home. So, since I haven't had a chance to talk about it yet, happy Thursday. Mike has left for his hockey tournament. So we only have one car right now, as you guys know. And he looked into rental cars to rent a car to take to Fort Lauderdale where the tournament is happening. And rental car prices are insane. So he has taken my car, which is our car. He drove me to Arcadia so I could take one of my parents' cars for the next 4 days that he's gone. So stopped in Arcadia. We had different plans. The original plan was he would drop me off in Arcadia. I was gonna hang with my parents for the afternoon, have a nice relaxing time, enjoy hanging out with them a bit. So then on Saturday, my parents were gonna come stay with me. All right, I need to pay attention to them, so let me get through this quickly. My parents were gonna come stay with me Saturday and just hang out and have family time, and then my mom caught a cold. So we assume it's just a cold. She does have her full vaccine, so I guess there is a small chance it could be COVID and her body's just fighting it well because she's vaccinated. But most likely it was just a regular cold, but we're not taking any chances. So basically I just wore my mask, got the garden tour, said a quick hello, took her car and left. So now I'm back home and they're not gonna come stay with me this weekend, just in case. Mike is on his way to Fort Lauderdale. He is playing in a tournament. He actually went and played hockey last night and it was his first time on the ice in almost a year. So he got some practice in and then he left and he's going to play in a tournament. It's just for fun. It's an adult league. It's all guys. Like, I think he might be one of the older ones on his team, but you know, they're in their 30s. It's just for fun. So that's where he is this weekend. Thankfully, he's vaccinated. I think the majority of his team, they've all got their vaccines. And when he's not on ice, he's just planning to chill at the hotel. So he's still gonna take all his precautions. He's not going wild down in South Florida like those spring breakers you saw a few weeks ago. He will not be one of those people. He's just gonna possibly go to the beach, possibly dine outdoors somewhere and play some hockey. So that's where he is this weekend. So it's just gonna be me and the dogs. And I'm gonna go pay attention to them since I just got back. I was only gone for like 3 hours, but look how depressed he is. So I'm gonna go take them outside, let them play outside some and enjoy their outdoor time. Yeah, he heard me say outside. Outside? You wanna go outside? Yeah, all right, we're going. It is actually lovely today in the shade. In the sun, very hot. In the shade, really nice breeze, in the 80s. Just beautiful. So I'm just gonna chill here and let them run around like maniacs. Foster's already back to lizard hunting. Oh my gosh, this weather. See the breeze in my hair? Oh, just so nice. This is why you moved to Florida, folks. This is why you moved to Florida. We're coming up on the end of the nice weather, but I'm gonna enjoy it while it lasts. Well, Mike's away and I decided I wanted Longhorn again. So I got the same thing as last time, except for this time I just did double broccoli. Not gonna eat this portion because they already gave me plenty, but I'll eat it tomorrow, I'm sure. Just the broccoli was a lot better than the asparagus, and the asparagus was an extra $2, so I'll just do double broccoli. And the reason why I get 2 sides of this is because this normally comes with rice, but you can sub the rice for another side. So I end up with double sides of broccoli. So I'm just gonna put this one in the fridge and save it for tomorrow. But I've got my Caesar salad. The dogs are having their dinner. And I'm gonna have my sirloin and shrimp again because it was delicious. So hello everyone, happy Friday. I am obviously in my workout clothes. Foster, get down. I've had a morning already. This is what happens when I'm a single parent. When Mike leaves town, inevitably, something always happens, right? You guys remember from Texas, all the crazy things that happened to me while he was out of town. Well, we can add yet another creature to Colby's hit list. He got a mole. He got a mole this morning. So it's sitting right by our AC unit. So now I gotta get rid of him so that that's not a thing every time I go outside. Although once it was dead, Colby had no interest in it. He basically showed it to me and then ran off and was back to hunting again. Didn't care because it was already dead. This is what it's like when one parent leaves. They all lose their minds. They're not normal for the whole time because they're all on edge because dad's gone. Right? That was just our neighbor. It was just our neighbor doing something in her yard. It's fine. That's my morning so far. I'm gonna go work out and then I'll talk to you guys afterwards. So workout is done. I'm about to sit down and have lunch, but if any of you want a really bratty, husky German Shepherd mix, you just let me know. He is so... Hi, Bean. He is being so bad today. He's been a stinker ever since he woke up. Yeah, you've been a stinker. I'm telling him. And now I'm making my lunch. I'm sitting down to have my lunch. And look at this tail. Look at this. He's been giving me so much lip. This is all I've done all day. You've already been out 3 times. All 3 times. You were naughty and we had to come back in. Yeah? Come here, stinker tail. Come here. I know. I know what you want. But you've been a pain in the butt all day. Being so naughty. Yeah? So now I'm gonna eat my lunch. I'm gonna ignore them so that they calm down. Look at Foster meerkatting over there. I'm gonna ignore them while I eat, and then once they're calm, I'll take them back OUT, and we'll see if they can behave this time. But my lord, I know they're amped because Mike's gone, but oh, Lord help me.
With every single bite. Right here. This flavor is almond butter, full gram and that.
Okay, we just spent 30 minutes outside. What do you think? Everybody's hot except for Bean because Bean loves the hot weather. He's like, this is perfect. Thank you for moving me to Florida. This is my ideal. Can we relax now? Can we? You've been pretty good. I don't really have much to say to you. You? Can you nap now? You're like, I'm not even tired. There's 30 minutes of beautiful weather. I am rejuvenated. Hopefully this one's tired enough that the rest will go for nap. Oh, there we go. Good boy. That's what we want. Finally. So I watched that Florida guy while I did my makeup. And now I think I can finally sit down. While I was doing that, I remembered I have a phone call with our wedding photographer coming up in like 7-ish minutes. She's calling me. She just had a second baby, so she's calling me when the babies are down for their nap because she's got family members there. Like, she literally just had a baby 2 weeks ago, and she's like, let's have a phone conversation. So I'm like, sure. I actually filmed a whole section talking about our now Plan C wedding that's happening. And I had to cut it from last week's vlog because with the vaccine and everything, it was just way too much content for a week. It was like over an hour-long vlog, and I'm already struggling to keep them under 40 minutes these days. So after I have the talk with her, I will have a talk with you guys and let you know what the plan is, and hopefully I can keep myself to a minimum talking about it so it doesn't go too long this time. So I said earlier we were gonna talk after I talked to our wedding photographer, and I forgot because the dogs have been a terror all day, just absolute terrors. I got about an hour break where they had a nap, and then once I got off the phone with Allie, Foster was just begging me for dinner for the next hour and a half, and then begging me to go OUT again. I'm to that point where I don't even want to mention the word. And so I just sat down to start microwaving my dinner, and I'm having leftovers. And I realized I hadn't talked about the wedding. So I'm gonna try to say this in the shortest way possible. So back in February-ish time, we needed to make a decision as far as what we thought would be best for the wedding. And at the time, we really had no idea how long it would take for all of our guests to get vaccinated. Obviously, we hoped that everyone would be able to get vaccinated before the wedding in June, but we really didn't know. We went back and forth on it and ultimately decided we were going to cancel yet again. So we've moved on to Plan C. Plan C is that this June, Mike and I are still gonna go to Colorado. We're planning to road trip it. We're still gonna go to Colorado. We've invited Brittany and Jordan to join us for it. We canceled the large house that we had originally rented for everyone to stay with us. In the original plan, we had one house for the parents and one house for everybody else. So that way, if the parents wanted to escape the chaos of all of us kids, they had a quiet place to go. Plus, we had double kitchen space. We just had more space for everyone. We were gonna be a little cramped in the original house. Just because there's not massive cabins available in the place we're getting married, it's not really a super touristy area. So it was a better fit to have two houses, one just up the street from the other. The one we were getting married at is absolutely stunningly beautiful. I'll put some pictures here so you can see what was supposed to be our ceremony site. It was gorgeous, but it was way too expensive to justify having just for the four of us. So I have canceled that house, and Mike, myself, Brittany, and Jordan are gonna stay at the house the parents were originally gonna stay in. So it's a much smaller house, not as glamorous, but still very nice and just up the road from where we intended to get married. So with that, we're basically having elopement number 2 is what I'm calling it. So the four of us are gonna go out there. We're taking our wedding attire. Brittany's gonna bring her dress, and we are going to have the tiniest little ceremony. It's not even a ceremony. I shouldn't even call it a ceremony. When Mike and I eloped last year, we didn't do our vows and we didn't exchange rings because we were saving that for this year. And we don't want to put that off yet again. We've been waiting to do this. So we're gonna go ahead and exchange vows and rings with the photographer there in our wedding attire and have that moment together. But we're gonna have a nice Colorado trip with them. And I needed to talk to the wedding photographer because originally we had 2 photographers for like 8 hours, and obviously that's not gonna be necessary because we're not having a wedding. We're just going to have Allie, who was our engagement photographer, and we're gonna just do an hourly rate. So right now we've booked her for 3 hours. We might add another hour in there if we decide, but that way we can get pictures of us getting ready and a first look, and then basically just a photo shoot all over the area. That's what's happening in June. I canceled hair and makeup, so we're doing our own hair and makeup. That was a little bit of a bummer because they wouldn't give me my deposit back. A little bit sad on that one, especially considering everything. And that was the one where you're most in close contact. So that was one of the reasons why I just didn't want to do it. I didn't want to have to worry about that. So lost my deposit on that. I canceled the rentals we had. And the only other vendors we had were the flowers and the cupcakes. The flowers, I've already talked to her. We've amended the order, just basically pared it down to my flowers, Brittany's flowers, and a boutonniere for Mike. That was much cheaper. She's totally fine with that. And then the cupcakes, I was only ordering 3 dozen cupcakes anyway, so dropping down to a dozen cupcakes isn't gonna like drastically change, which I probably won't get it. Maybe I will get a dozen because we'll be there for a while. We can just eat cupcakes all weekend. That is June. And then our idea is to hopefully this fall, fingers crossed, be able to rent a cabin somewhere on the East Coast for everyone else to join us. So the original 13 guests, us included, that were going to be at our wedding, we will rent a cabin somewhere on the East Coast. That way everyone can road trip. If they don't feel safe flying, they can road trip in. We'll have a house, we'll all hang out, and one of the nights we'll have like a fancy where everyone gets dressed up and we have a reception, and then I can put out all the decor that I'd purchased, and everyone's gonna get some favors that say our original wedding date at our original location. So, because I'm not ordering new favors. They're getting the favors that would have been in 2020, because I think it's just kind of funny at this point. You just kind of have to laugh about it. We're also gonna take a second honeymoon in June, which is still not the honeymoon we had planned, because the honeymoon we had planned is out of the country. So at some point we're gonna take, I guess I shouldn't even call it a third honeymoon at that point. At that point it's just an anniversary trip. We're just gonna keep having weddings and honeymoons every year, so get ready for it. No, but really, we're gonna take a little bit of time after the wedding to go on a trip. You guys will find out about that later on. I'm not spilling the beans on that yet. As of now, everyone who was invited to our wedding will actually be vaccinated by June, but we didn't know that at the time. And at least 2 of them just got their first shots last week, so it would have been cutting it close on making a decision. So we just went ahead and made it. We feel good with the decision. I think everyone that's attending feels good with it. They're excited for whatever we plan, and you know, we're already married. Everyone's already happy for us that we're already married. At this point, it's just a celebration. And for us, we wanted to be able to have the step of saying our vows and exchanging our rings, and we didn't want to put that off any longer. So I did it in 9 minutes. That's not bad. I'm sure I'm gonna cut quite a bit of pauses, so not too bad. Let's hope I didn't film too much the rest of this week. All right, I'm gonna go eat my dinner now. Here's tonight's dinner. I'm having some of the leftover pot pie and my broccoli from last night with some nutritional yeast on top. Yummy. Foster halfway burrowed. He got that far and decided, that's enough. Dinner is done. It was delicious, my leftovers. 2 thumbs up. My big plans tonight, I wanted to talk about briefly, because I already had a long conversation about the wedding, but brief talk about what I'm doing tonight because I'm excited for it, and that is I am finally reuniting with my high school band director via telephone for the first time in like 14 years. I think most of you guys know by now, I was a band nerd in high school, and it was my favorite thing about high school. If I could go back and do anything again about high school, I would go do marching band again in a heartbeat. I loved marching band. It was my thing. I love it. I miss it still. I hear marching band music and I just get all like excited. I just loved marching band. And I think most of you guys know that my senior year I was the drum major, which if you're not a band person, that means I was like the top leader of the band. And so you're essentially just the second in command after the band director. So my band director and I got along really, really well. My last year of high school, we were really close friends, and then a few years after I graduated, we were still close friends up until the point where he and his family moved to North Carolina, and we kind of stayed in touch for a little bit and then lost touch. But he's someone that was close, not only with me, but with my parents as well, because he conned my mom into being band booster president for 8 years. So she was band booster president for the 4 years that I was in high school. And then he somehow convinced her to be the band booster president for the next 4 years after I graduated. Essentially, she was band booster president up until he left. And at that point, she finally retired. So he was really close with my parents, close family friends, the whole 9 yards. So the last time I saw him was 2007. He brought his North Carolina band down to Florida for a Universal field trip. So my parents and I went to Orlando and met them at the theme park and had a whole theme park day. I think there was a couple other band boosters that he'd been close with that came that day as well. So that was the last time I saw him. And then he's notoriously terrible at keeping in touch with people. Like, we used to tease him about it back then, that he was terrible about responding to emails, and he's just awful about it. And he's not really a social media person because as a teacher, he decided it was better not to get involved. So the only contact I've had with him since 2007 was through Instagram. Followed each other on Instagram, but aside from like a comment here or there or a message here or there, we haven't had a full conversation in like 14 years. The short version of this story is that Travis, who I did the stream with a couple weeks ago, he was also in band with me. He was my junior drum major. So I was drum major because I was a senior. Travis was a junior a year after me, so he was the junior drum major. And I was helping train him to take over my job the following year. So once I graduated, Travis was the drum major, and he was also very close with our band director. So when we did the stream, I sent the link to our band director because I thought he'd get a kick out of, one, seeing us. I figured he hadn't talked to Travis in forever if he hadn't talked to me in forever, and I was correct. And two, I knew that he was a Harry Potter fan because I knew he'd read the Harry Potter books with his sons, and I was pretty sure he was a Stephen King fan. I was pretty sure I remembered that, and sure enough, he was. So he got a kick out of watching that, and we finally scheduled a time to have a conversation and catch up. And so that is tonight. So I am excited for it. I'm excited to hear everything that's been happening in his life the past 14 years because it's been a lot on my end. I'm sure there's a lot on his end too. I'm also very curious to see how he's teaching band in all of this. Like, how do you have virtual band? Like, there's a lot of different classes that you could teach from home. But how do you do, obviously you don't do marching band. Obviously he hasn't had marching band this year. Do you even teach concert band? Do you just teach music the whole time? Very curious, because I don't think you can have band practice over Zoom. How would that, I'm sure he'll tell me. So got that coming up. So that is my evening plan. And I'll catch you guys once we're done talking on the phone. What are you doing, little bear? What are you doing down there? Dad's not coming home. Not yet. I went in the office to take a picture. Oh, here he comes. Okay. He's coming back. Sorry, I went in the office to take a picture, and apparently he thought I was going to lock myself in there and got depressed. I'm not. I'm going to hang out here. It's all good. We're good. So I just got off the phone with my band director, who from this point forward, I will just call him by his first name, even though it feels very strange for me to do so. Because even in high school, most of us didn't call him Mr. So-and-so, we just called him by his last name. And I think just like coaches, band directors become closer with their students more often, which he actually made this point on the phone call, because you spend so much extra time with each other, right? It's not just one period a day that you're seeing someone for like 1 year. In band, you're in class every single day, plus you have band practices multiple times a week. You have, during marching season, you have football games. During spring, you have concert band, you have concert festivals, you have marching festivals. There's just a lot of time invested in that realm. So just like any sort of sport where you spend all that time with a coach, band directors are similar, where I'm still friends with my middle school band director as well. You just spend a lot of time together and get to know each other better than just an average teacher. Even now, to me, he is his last name. His last name is his first name, but I don't want to put his last name on blast in my vlog. So from now on, I'm just gonna call him David. We talked for about 2.5 hours. It was really great to catch up. Like I said, it'd been like 14 years since we talked, so we had a lot to talk about. There's been a lot that's happened in our lives in the 14 years that we kind of knew from following each other on social media, but hadn't actually gotten to tell each other about. I got to tell him all about Mike, and I knew he'd appreciate hearing about Mike because Mike does have a music background. If you don't know, he has 2 degrees. He has a degree in computer science and a degree in music performance on trumpet. And I won the Sousa Award for my high school. He won the Sousa Award for his high school. So there's just some parallels to our high school music days and college music days that I knew my band director would appreciate and get a kick out of. So got to tell him all those stories and got to hear all about his life, and we talked about virtual learning with band and everything he's gone through with that, and just a really, really good conversation. And we promised that we would do that again soon, because obviously we just was the tip of the iceberg of 14 years not talking to each other. He was legitimately one of my best friends my senior year of high school, because most of my friends had been older and graduated. So he was one of my best friends, and we stayed close for the couple years after I graduated, and just kind of lost touch when he moved. So it was just really good to connect with someone that was really close to me back then and hear about his life and hear from him and hear about his kids and everything else. So hopefully we have another one of those talks soon. I am definitely someone who really likes to stay connected with the people who are very special to them, and it was nice to do so. So with that, I think that's gonna wrap up my Friday night. I'm gonna watch the challenge because Real World is over, and call it a night. So that's gonna end this week's vlog, and I will see you guys again next week.